Hey guys, Joel's coming at you with another reasoning sesh where I challenge the status quo of the wisdom of the world and the church by diving deep into the ancient scriptures and applying them practically to situations in our present day. And today I'm talking to light workers, and I gotta say, make sure you do not compromise. Shine your light and don't partake in anything that the kingdom of darkness is tempting you with.
Come now and let us reason together. Come now, we can talk it over.
But before I begin, I gotta say, if you like these videos, give it a thumbs up. And what are you waiting for? Hit subscribe if you've seen more than a couple, because that's source trying to tell you that this message is actually for you and you're benefiting from it, and you're actually going to be moving forward once we reach the tipping point and actually cross this threshold into a new paradigm, literally into a new way of doing things, into Earth 2.0. And it's not going to be the great reset that the kingdom of darkness has planned. Because check out what the Apostle Paul wrote in his first epistle to the church at Thessalonica. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so comes as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And right now, I gotta point out that the kingdom of darkness really thinks that they've got this all under wraps, and everything is going according to plan, because they're pushing their agenda slowly, but at the same time very steadily and very precise. They have a game plan and they think they've got it made. But the pushback that I've seen, man, I knew that there were some of us, but what I saw this weekend at the Calgary Freedom March even blew me out of the water. Because honestly, I'd never seen so many like-minded people in one place protesting for the same thing. And that's what he goes on to say here. But you, brethren, being us light workers, are not in darkness, that that day should overtake you as a thief. You are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night, nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep, as do others, but let us watch and be sober. You know, so don't drink the Kool-Aid. Don't just roll over and do whatever you're told. Really be watchful and waiting for this advent of the Messianic age, because it really is at our threshold. Really be of that firm mind. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us, who are of the day, be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for a helmet, the hope of salvation. For God had not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Jesus Christ. Now people are saying that, you know, these times we're living in, it's the wrath of God because of all the sins of humanity. But guess what? If you're on the righteous side with the living Logos directing your life, there is no wrath due to you, because that blood of Christ saves us from the wrath to come. You know, we're not just some fringe group. We literally have the power, the divine essence, the infinity of the creative force in us. And that is the living Logos. As the Evangelion of John opens in saying, in the beginning was the Logos, and the Logos was with God, and the Logos was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. This very power was the power through which the divine creator created. It's like the seed going out of the Father, and when that seed inspires the Spirit creates the physical world that we perceive. But check it out, us being light workers, in him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shines in darkness, and the darkness comprehends it not. So don't be disillusioned, you know, just because darkness around you doesn't comprehend the kingdom of light. It's never going to, but you got to shine in the darkness, and the darkness won't even be able to understand you, but it will have to subside. It will have to be obliterated in the face of that light, because darkness cannot exist in the face of light. So don't compromise and, you know, get all tied up with people that aren't on board and moving forward in this new paradigm. Because as Paul says to his second epistle to the church at Corinth, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship has righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion has light with darkness? So we're called to be in this world, but not of this world. And while we're here, we're called to be the light of this world. What good is a light if it's hidden under a bushel? We're supposed to be broadcasting on the lampstand, like a city on a hill that cannot be hid. We are called to literally usher in this new era as agents in place for the kingdom of heaven. So just do your part, whatever that looks like, whether it's one person that's your audience or 1 million. Just know that Source got your back. Source is the one bringing this message through, and you don't have to fight or battle or do any of this kind of physical work to get it to work in the physical. All you got to do is tap in and trust that Source will flow through you, and just watch. The path will just clear before you, and those living waters will just carve out a new stream, and yeah, we're literally crashing on the shore of a new coastline. So I love you guys. Stay optimistic. I'll check you in another reasoning sesh. Joel signing out once again. Agape, Salaam, Namaste, Shalom.